Salutations, humans. If knowledge is what you're seeking, you are now tuned in to the Truth-Speaking Beacon. Amigo Fresh.
Today we're going to talk about how the Washington Post reported that the Pentagon redirected most of its $1 billion in pandemic funding to defense contractors. They then exchanged the money for jet engine parts, body armor, dress uniforms and other military needs. The CARES Act passed by Congress in March granted the Department of Defense $1 billion to both prevent and get ready to respond to the coronavirus, but the Post reported that in the weeks that followed, hundreds of millions of the taxpayer money was instead utilized to obtain military supplies. This was a change from the intent of Congress, the Post noted. Meanwhile, U.S. health officials are still requesting funding for pandemic response, including $6 billion for states to make vaccines available when they are developed and to address a shortage in N95 masks for hospitals. The Pentagon has also requested that $11 billion be provided in a potential new stimulus bill being debated by Congress. Many groups and senators are calling for an investigation, including Ro Khanna and Elizabeth Warren. Warren said, "Instead of addressing the urgent needs of a pandemic that has killed over 200,000 Americans, it appears the Department of Defense used taxpayer money meant to protect lives from COVID-19 to pad the pockets of defense contractors."
So corruption is their creed, and they fully display their greed when they use COVID money for military need. They robbing us blind, since they do it all the time. Let's take off the scene of crime. Giving money for the pandemic, but look at how they spend it on some jet engines and some ammunition. Buying military assets with money stolen from the masses. Man, I've had it with these greed addicts. It's all nonsense, it's causing conflicts with the military-industrial complex. It's a mockery, it's not handled properly. We looking at a robbery by the aristocracy. Watch how they invest and ain't no second guessing. They loot the treasury without question and it's destined to cause damage. How they manage to make the money vanish, we ain't taking no more chances. We can't dismiss this corruption from the misfits. They ignoring sickness like it's everyday business. CARES Act a corporate giveaway. The money wasn't here to stay, they're making everybody pay. Taxpayer, taxpayer. Taxpayer, taxpayer. Taxpayer, taxpayer. We really need to stop this, they filling up their pockets. Taxpayer, taxpayer, we really need to stop this, they filling up their pockets. Taxpayer, taxpayer. Taxpayer, taxpayer.